Call the regular meeting of the Upshur County Commission to order. We'll begin with a moment of silent meditation and prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time we'll have the reading of the minutes of the April 26, 2012 Upshur County Commission meeting.
The County Commission of Upshur County, West Virginia held their regular meeting at the Courthouse Annex on Thursday, April 26, 2012 at 9 a.m. Donnie Tenney called the meeting to order. There were present Donnie Tenney, Commissioner, Creed Pletcher, Commissioner, J.C. Rafferty, Commissioner, William Parker, Administrator, and Jacqueline Dinkwalker, Secretary. The meeting began with a moment of silent meditation and prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. All motions passed unanimously unless otherwise stated. After reading of the minutes on motion by Creed Pletcher, seconded by J.C. Rafferty, the Commission approved the regular meeting minutes of April 19, 2012 with typographical corrections. Rebecca Stevens, manager of Hall House, appeared before the Commission and reviewed the Mental Health Month proclamation, which designates May 2012 as Mental Health Month in Upshur County. The proclamation encourages awareness and understanding of mental health issues and needs. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Creed Pletcher, the Commission approved the proclamation. Christine Carroll, Director of Hall House, provided an overview of programs and activities that Hall House provides. John Bowers, West Virginia Strawberry Festival representative, did not appear and will reschedule at a later time. After discussion on motion by Creed Pletcher, seconded by J.C. Rafferty, the Commission approved Carla Lee Bass as volunteer for the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Creed Pletcher, the Commission approved the advancement of Lacey Lamb, E911 dispatcher, from training status, as recommended by Steve Linger, E911 director, effective April 22, 2012, at the rate of $10 per hour. The Commission reviewed the following for your information items. Number 1, correspondence from the Division of Justice and Community Services concerning receipt of Community Corrections Grant application in the amount of $298,852. Correspondence to the City of Buchanan from the Upshur County Office of Emergency Management concerning emergency operations plan for the city. 3, agendas and or notices of meetings as listed. Number 4, meeting minutes and or financial reports as listed. And number 5, meetings of boards as listed. Number 6, appointments needed or upcoming as listed. And number 7, Virgil Miller, Upshur County Sheriff, appeared before the Commission and provided an update on staffing levels in his department. Sheriff Miller requested the employment of Jason Queen as a full-time law enforcement deputy. Mr. Queen has prior experience with the Upshur County Sheriff's Department. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Creed Pletcher, the Commission approved the request. Effective date of employment is April 30, 2012, at the rate of $15.77 per hour. William Parker reviewed the resignation request from Linda K. Smith, Upshur County Convention and Visitors Bureau Board member. After discussion on motion by Creed Pletcher, seconded by J.C. Rafferty, the Commission approved Ms. Smith's resignation effective April 30, 2012. The Commission approved all invoices for payment. The Commission approved all vacation orders. The Commission approved the following settlements as listed. The Commission approved the following requests to attend meetings as listed. The Commission recessed at 10:40 a.m. The Commission reconvened at 11 a.m. Bryson Van Nostren Architects appeared before the Commission and provided a review status report on the recreational vehicle dump station project at the James W. Curry Park facility. The commission discussed the pros and cons of combining a leach bed for the dump station and bathhouse versus separate fields. After discussion, Mr. Van Nostrand was advised to proceed with the total design of the complete project with a two-phase construction bid. The commission recessed at 11:45 a.m. The commission reconvened at 1:15 p.m. The commission met with Rick Edwards and Tappan Squires, Buchanan, Upshur Parks and Recreation Advisory Board members. William Parker advised that Renee Carr, Park Director, would not be available on a full-time seasonal basis, but that Ms. Carr would continue to work 1 or 2 days a week on an hourly basis to help with the transition. Ms. Carr has accepted other employment and will be unable to function as Park Pool Director for the 2012 season. She will assist during the season as available and as requested. Other items of discussion included pool maintenance. Painting is almost complete. Filling of pool may take place next week. The baby pool will hopefully be up and running this season. Personnel. Bus run will probably increase pool patronage. Update lifeguard training Saturday mornings. And swim team usage. William Parker reviewed a proposal from Mountain Cap concerning a lunch program at the recreation park. Mr. Parker will follow up. The commission reviewed applications for the James W. Curry Scholarship. Announcement of recipients will take place at a future date. With no further business, on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Creed Fletcher, commission meeting adjourned at 2:30 p.m.
If there's no corrections or additions to the minutes, I would ask for a motion to be approved as read.
I have a slight correction.
Okay.
Under the meetings, number 5, the Upshur County Senior Center Board of Directors meeting indicated it was scheduled for 5/2, which was yesterday. Actually, it is to be a week from then. It should be on 5/9.
Is that the regular meeting time, 5/9?
Yes.
Wasn't changed?
Yes. I showed up yesterday and no one was there. You were early.
Yeah,
I was early.
Just a week early. You should have sat around. Okay, with that change, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, now we have a proclamation. National Children's Mental Health Day. If you all would like to step up and read your proclamation.
We're here today mostly to bring education and awareness to the community about mental health disorders in children, and with that to help overcome the stigma and the misconceptions about it. And in doing so, we can eliminate some other problems such as truancy and drug abuse and juvenile delinquency in children that are often rooted in disorders that are not treated. And then I'll read the proclamation.
Okay.
National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day proclamation. Whereas addressing the complex mental health needs of children, youth, and families today is fundamental to the future of Upshur County. Whereas the need for comprehensive, coordinated mental health services for children, youth, and families places upon our community a critical responsibility. Whereas it is appropriate that a day should be set apart each year for the direction of our thoughts toward our children's mental health and well-being. Whereas Appalachian Community Health and other community health agencies in our community are working hard to serve children and adolescents and effectively caring for the mental health needs of children, youth, and families in our community. And now, therefore, the Upshur County Commission does hereby proclaim May 9th, 2012 to be National Children's Mental Health Awareness Day in Upshur County, and urge our citizens and all agencies and organizations interested in meeting every child's mental health needs to unite on that day in the observance of such exercises as will acquaint the people of Upshur County, West Virginia, with the fundamental necessity of a year-round program for children and youth with mental health needs and their families.
We have a motion to approve the proclamation as read.
So moved.
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. If you'd like to bring everyone that's with you up, we'll get a picture.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, our next scheduled appointment is at 10:30, the hearing on the estate of Alma Marie Porter Maltby, deceased. So we will go down through our list of things to take care of between now and then. The first is approval of deed for the sale for the Sand Run Community Building and property to the Upshur County Board of Education. Well, you might explain the process and why where we are on that.
All right. We were contacted a while back by an individual representing some of the family or neighbors in the community, and they were inquiring about purchasing that property. And it was in the name of the county commission researching the deeds. The deed had a reversionary clause to the Upshur County Board of Education from where they transferred it to the county commission, as long as it was used for public purposes, and it ceased being used for public purposes a number of years ago. And we've been just requesting the deed to be prepared, and Mark Reed has accomplished that and back in a month or so ago, and now this needs the president's signature and the Board of Education aware that the property is coming back to them. I talked to Mr. Scott Lampton a couple of times, and so I'm not sure if their deed would have a reversionary clause, you know, but at that point it takes it out of our hands and back to them.
Right. Okay, so we have a motion that we approve the deed and authorize the president to sign any and all documents.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next item is reauthorization of Upshur County Farmland Protection Board and member appointments.
And we've started our meetings in March, and we've tried to research the minutes where the commission, I know we discussed it a number of times. We found where the commission had action was taken to appoint the members. Could not find in the minutes where there was action, specific action to create the Upshur County Farmland Protection Board. And so instead of continuing to try and look over the past year or two since we've been discussing it, we felt it was just as easy to redo of authorizing the creation of the board and confirming the member appointments as they stand right now.
Okay. We have a motion to accomplish all those tasks as aforementioned.
So moved.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item is appointment of Lisa D. Carr as part-time secretarial position for the office of the county commission effective May the 7th, 2012 at the rate of $8 per hour. This is as a result of our advertisement for a part-time secretary, and this is the lady that has been the chosen one to help the county commission accomplish their task. And
We had how many applicants, Mr. Parker?
We had about 12 applicants. We interviewed 4 people, a couple interviews with a couple of the top candidates, and the recommendation is for Ms. Carr.
About how many hours a week will she be employed?
It'll be budgeted for 35 hours a week is what the plan is.
Is that a benefited position? Or?
No, it is not.
okay.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item is appointment of Jay Martin to the Upshur County Development Authority for a term ending as of June 30th, 2013. We have a copy of the letter from the Development Authority asking to be approved Jay to that position. So we have a motion to approve that.
So moved.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
He replaces Lance Miller, the from Trust Choice.
Okay. Approval of Amanda Laura Forrest as a volunteer for the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay, next item is correspondence from the West Virginia County Commissioners Association concerning essay contest winner for 2012. I was one of the judges for that. There was about 130 applicants, 130 entries from 15 different counties. Unfortunately, there weren't any from Upshur County, so we'll have to work on that next year. Try to get because the winner, first place, receives a $250 prize, and also the first place winner was Miss Tori Barney, 8th grade student at Birch Middle School, Mingo County. Tori's teacher, who encouraged participation in the essay contest, Miss Tanya Sloan, will also receive $250 for her classroom. So there's some benefit for the students and also for the school. Student and teacher will receive their prize in an upcoming meeting at the Mingo County Commission, which was yesterday. There were a lot of interesting essays, and unfortunately, a lot of kids don't understand about county government, which is kind of sad. But there were some that had researched it, and as an excerpt from Tori's essay, she says, while researching our county government, I came across some basic needs that Mingo County supplies that kids, including me, do not recognize. Our county government supplies essential services such as water, sanitation, waste management, and emergency services. I would like to say thank you to my Mingo County government for all that they do to ensure well-being for our youth, although it often goes unnoticed. Research on county government has given me a new appreciation for all that it does. So there were some that were very, very good and had a knowledge of what county government is.
You indicated there was a neighboring county that also had a comment regarding the powers.
I'm not going to say what county it was. Maybe to the south of us. I talked about county government and said that, make sure you can hear this. This was good. Now this was a student. They said that they were sure that they're, I don't know if they specifically referred to the county commission, but they referred to the county government, that if someone needed to disappear, they were sure that they could make that happen. So we'll have to talk to Virgil and see if that was really true from where he came from. But there were some very interesting comments that kids made. But so, like I said, hopefully next year we will encourage our Upshur County 8th graders and teachers to participate in that, because it's a very worthwhile exercise, and it's something that can be used as an educational tool. Maybe actually what we need to do next year, maybe we could take part of the blame for that this year. Maybe we should have contacted and gone to the classes and talked a little bit about county government to kind of spur that and to kind of educate them a little bit. So we'll work on that next year and make sure that happens. So. And we have correspondence from the state of West Virginia concerning appraisal ration. Ratio. That's supposed to be ratio. That's got an extra N on there that makes it. Now that's better without that. Ratio.
Better without the N, yeah.
That looks better.
That was a test.
We were rationing. We're rationing the values in Upshur County. We're rationing.
Couldn't read Willie's right.
Well, now I could understand that. You couldn't read Willie's right. Results for Upshur County. So, and then we also have our home confinement report, our agendas and notices of meetings. I might add that we had a meeting yesterday with the governor, the stakeholders from the West Virginia Municipal League, representing mayors and cities and municipalities, the West Virginia Association of Counties, which is an organization of all elected officials, and also the West Virginia County Commission Association. And this was a meeting that the governor set up as a stakeholder task force. He wants to meet quarterly with counties and establish a line of communication so that if there's needs in the county or questions that the state can help with, that that line of communication will be open, and also have meetings, like I say, quarterly with the stakeholders, the county stakeholders, and so that issues can be discussed, legislative concerns, issues can be discussed at that level with the governor. So I think it's a good step in bringing the county government to Charleston, and maybe some of these issues and concerns we have, like the regional jail bill, and why doesn't the municipalities, why don't they participate in the cost of the regional jail? Why doesn't the state police, why doesn't the state pay for the prisoners that they put in the regional jail through their system? I think there's a lot of questions like that that we can have some good open dialogue and work toward accomplishing some things along those lines. And it's just another opportunity, I think, to help be able to serve the citizens better, whether it's through county government or state government.
And to equalize the burden on the taxpayers.
Right, that's right, because there's different arguments on why the county pays for folks that are arrested by the cities and folks that are arrested by the state police, but they all have their funding mechanisms also. And I do know, talking to the commissioner yesterday from Cabell County, now the figures may not be exactly right, but I think she said their regional jail bill for last month was like $320,000. I mean, it was over $300,000 for 1 month in Cabell County. And I believe that there was well over 200,000, maybe 250,000 of that was from municipalities. And she also was a former mayor of Barboursville, and she said when she was mayor, they had their own jail, city jail. And because of the way things have shifted, and as far as the municipal courts and all those processes, it can be shifted now to where it comes through the county, and so then it places that burden on the counties to pay for the regional jail costs. So the good news is the new director of the regional jail authority is looking. Number one, they're changing their accounting system from to an accrual instead of cash to accrual, which they feel will be greatly beneficial in actually helping to reduce the per diem. I mean, we're just tickled if it stays the same. And actually, he was talking about over a few years of working through some of the issues, overtime issue. I think they said that overtime last year was like, well, again, I hate to quote facts, but it seemed to me like it was $80 million. It was a tremendous amount of overtime, and just through a different system of scheduling the guards and all the personnel have to be there, they were going to be able to reduce that tremendously. So it's looking really good that they could make some changes within the system that can help the counties to reduce their regional jail cost, and then hopefully as the state looks at other issues that can be done through treatment programs, instead of just putting drunks in jail and then they come out there dried out drunk and then the next day they start drinking again, and dealing with those addictions and helping people to overcome those addictions and become a viable part of the community. So there's a lot of opportunities there, not only to save the counties and the state tax dollars, but to actually help people and to do things to help them to be able to cope with life and to be a productive element of society. So hopefully all those things can come together to make West Virginia a better state. And we're all working toward that goal. So, and that wasn't a campaign speech. That's just how I truly feel. Okay, well, that's all we have here. Our next appointment is at 10:30, so we have, you gentlemen have anything else, or Willie, that we need to discuss while we're waiting for our appointment? I'm sure we have bills to start paying, don't we? We always have bills.